Okay, evening update from here in Florida. It's Tuesday the 27th at 8:30 p.m. The track has shifted significantly, so we're going to jump right into it and show you guys what to expect with this thing in different areas. As of right now, it is not looking good for a lot of areas of the Gulf Coast of Florida. If you're in the Tampa Bay, St. Pete area, it looks much better than it did yesterday. The storm track was heading straight over St. Pete, Tampa area yesterday, and it has significantly shifted to the east today. If you look at the cone here, currently at 120 mile an hour winds, Category 3 hurricane, expected to strengthen into a Category 4, shows hitting almost smack dab in the middle of Central Florida. So, what this means right off the bat, there was supposed to be a cold front moving in from the northwest that was going to kind of add to the weakening of this storm, but the storm sped up and didn't really take a path into the Gulf as much. It kind of went straight towards the state of Florida. We thought that it was going to kind of go this way and maybe hit open water, and then once the cold front came in, it was going to choke it out and make it a little less intense. But with the track shifting south, it's causing the predictions to tell us that a major hurricane is going to make landfall. So they were predicting it to be a Category 1 when it made landfall up north. I said in yesterday's update that I thought that it was going to go south of Tampa Bay. And because that's happening right now, they're expecting it to be much stronger when it makes landfall than it was in the first place. You know, these are all predictions. You can see the wind map from the path so far. As you can clearly see, it's gotten a lot wider. The storm has strengthened significantly since it's gone over Cuba. You can see right here, it's just a lot smaller of a cone, and now we have hurricane force winds and tropical storm force winds stretching over 100 miles. 150 miles. So you can see when tropical storm force winds are expected to arrive. Tomorrow should start getting interesting. First thing in the morning, we're going to be seeing tropical storm force winds in the Tampa Bay area. Surge map has changed. We were expecting 8 to 10 feet in the Tampa Bay area. We've moved down to 4 to 6. Now middle of Longboat Key is looking like it's going to be affected. Anywhere in the Sarasota area, south of Sarasota, south of Tampa Bay, looks like it's going to get the brunt of it. So if you're in Sarasota, Northport, Cape Coral, down to Naples, I would be ready. Bonita Springs, that's where it's looking like is going to be the most heavily impacted by the storm. If I had to guess, it's going to go further south than where the middle track is saying. I don't think it's going to make a move towards Tampa Bay personally, just based off what I've seen in the past. I'm not an expert. I'm an enthusiast. Yeah, if I lived in Northport or Cape Coral area, anywhere in this area, I would head north or head east. I wouldn't want to be from Sarasota down to Naples, close to the coast, especially not right by the eye of the storm, because it could be 120 mile an hour winds, 150, 60 mile an hour gusts. You just never know with these things. Another thing I really want to show you guys is the rainfall map. 15 to 20 inches of rain across quite a large portion of the state. 10 to 15 in a lot of areas, 6 to 10 most of the state of Florida. The ground is already very saturated with rain. There has been a lot of rain this summer, and when the ground gets a high saturation of water, it floods much easier. All the rivers are really high right now. Lake Okeechobee is really high right now. This is going to be a problem in terms of flooding because there's really just not going to be anywhere for all of this water to go. So that's going to be an issue. 70% chance of flooding. Risk of flash flooding. There we go. At least 40% chance for the majority of the state for flash floods. There's the storm right there. It's huge. It's not slowing down at all. It looks like it's still heading relatively northeast. So the further north it goes, the worse it's going to spell for the Gulf Coast of Florida. The more damage there's going to be up and down the coast. We're going to see a lot of damage from this storm. It's guaranteed. This is not going to be good wherever this thing makes landfall. That is a promise. See it on radar here. It's a big storm. And it looks mean. It's heading pretty far north. I normally do these updates based on, what I look at. We're checking every single hour. They're doing on-the-hour updates with NHC. We waited for the 5 o'clock update, and since it's going so far south, I just felt like I had to make a video, and I had to update you guys because there is going to be a large portion of the Gulf Coast that is going to be at risk of very high flooding. High storm surge. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, there she is. It's huge. That tail that it has is crazy too. Look at that shear all the way. I want to know how long that is. Connected storm. It's insane. There should be some more flood maps as well. Hurricane warnings. Still, you know, Pinellas County under hurricane advisory. Hurricane warnings. We saw the craziest siren. I didn't even know the siren existed in my town. It was the loudest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I couldn't believe it. We went and did some checks up and down the beach. I'm probably going to upload the first hurricane vlog first thing tomorrow. I'm going to work on editing it tonight. We've been driving around the town, helping our friends board up, helping our friends get ready. Filming some, befores of the town. See how much beach erosion there is. See how much damage there is for the before and after shots. I heard a meteorologist earlier say, once it starts raining, it's probably not going to stop raining for about 2 days. There we go. Pinellas County getting the first of the bands. Some heavy bands pushing into Florida right now. It is going to rain for hours and hours and hours and potentially days. That's going to be one of the biggest risks of flooding for a lot of areas. So make sure you're not in a low-lying area just because of the chance of rain. Like if you get 15 inches of rain, 20 inches of rain in some spots, that storm is still pretty far off the coast. And we're getting huge squalls of rain. Look at that. That is a lot of rain. Barely getting just the beginning of it. Oh, this is the map I wanted to show you guys earlier too that wasn't loading. We're going to check this out. We're going to go to, we'll set it to 24 hours. Give this a second. Should work. There we go. All right, rainfall. Parts of the Everglades, parts of the Keys. I just got an update that you're not allowed to come back on the island after midnight. So, all right, parts of the Everglades. Heavy rain. Look, 6 to 8, 10 inches in some areas already. The light blue is around 10 inches of rain. We're going to be pushing 20 inches of rain in some parts of the state. If the storm is way down by Havana still, just now starting to hit the Keys, and we're already seeing 10 inches of rain in some areas. So like 7 inches there, and 10 inches there. Insane. It's going to be absolutely insane how much flooding. Look at it just creeping into the state slowly. We're going to be vlogging everything. We're going to be filming everything. This is interesting too. National Hurricane Center, clearly showing that the storm has curved to the right. It's getting wider, heading north. We'll go check out the Euro and the GFS as well, two of the most trusted model runs. This is showing it sucking. Ooh. That's still showing a near direct hit to Tampa Bay. No, it's going a little south of Tampa Bay. All right, that was the Euro. We'll check out the GFS now. Smack south, Tampa Bay. So yeah, that's kind of what I was guessing it would do. All the tracks were going over Tampa yesterday, but history, baby. History repeats itself. Look at the rain. It's moved from north to south, 15, 20 inches. It's going to be crazy. I just really wanted to post this update to let you guys know if you are in areas south of Tampa Bay, just be ready. Anywhere from Sarasota down to Naples, even the East Coast, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Palm Beach, going to get some massive squalls. I mean, it's only going to be like 40-mile-an-hour winds, but I mean, these are the areas we really need to focus on right now. Sarasota, Northport, especially Cape Coral, Naples. I think we could expect this thing to shift further east, further southeast, and make landfall further down than where they're saying right now, because it's just the way it looks to me. I don't know. Everybody be prepared. I wouldn't be anywhere near the eye of the storm, especially if you have a family or pets or anything like that. Boom. Another update tomorrow. Tomorrow morning's update is going to be a big one. Going to have a vlog up tomorrow. We're going to be filming everything that we're doing, how to survive a hurricane, how to get prepared for a hurricane. You guys have been asking for that, so we're going to try to provide you with as much content as we can to keep you guys safe, keep you entertained. Love you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Drop a like to support the dream. Send this video to somebody that you know in one of those areas. Try to help keep them safe as well. Hourly updates on my Instagram too. Thank you guys. See you soon.